So how many speaking things have you done with Travis so far?
This is my first one today.
Today was the first one? Yeah, did you like it?
Yeah.
You nervous?
No, not really. I'm a people's person, so
yeah, man. It
comes easily.
Yeah, you just go do it, man. And it was weird because like growing up in high school and stuff, I didn't want to speak. Like if you're getting called up by the teacher or whatever, you try to hide or you would, when it was, they would ask for somebody to read and look down, act like you're doing work or whatever. Please don't call on me. But now I love to go speak to kids or whatever. So
yeah, it's the feeling. It's the feeling and the rush you get. You know that you're sharing a unique story that's hoping to change someone's life.
Yeah.
Not just the whole room, just reach at least one or two.
Yeah.
So it can make a change in their lives and open their eyes and widen their vision.
Yeah. It's crazy. So, I mean, before we get too far, Josh, we'll just do a quick introduction of who you are. I mean, we just had dinner. I don't know you very well. We talked for a couple hours, which was crazy. Travis introduced us. So just real quick, man, just kind of introduce us. Let us know what name and what you're doing, but also your history. And again, I don't want to dwell on negative. We talked about that at dinner, but go for it, man. Let us know who you are.
My name is Joshua Gill. I work with Travis Orange and mentoring younger troubled kids, hoping to reach them, to change their lives before it heads down a path that they don't want to go down. I'm an ex-con. I just got out a couple months ago, last year, August, and I'm doing pretty good for myself. You know what I'm saying? Man. I have a fiance, I have a baby on the way.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I have a full-time job. But my childhood, I had a rough childhood, probably the average child coming up in the projects.
Yeah, it's weird, because when I think about it, I'm like, I think most people grew up like we did, I mean, I don't know that everybody, like my daughter's not growing up like that, but I don't think it's bad either. Like I wish she had some of those experiences that I had because it made us who we are or whatever. But you talk to so many people and I mean, it's the same story that we had. It's food stamps, it's welfare, it's free lunch, it's, whatever. I was raised by a single mother. She worked, but I mean, it's single mother. She couldn't do it, what have you. So it's ironic how close, people get with growing up or whatever. And so you growing up poor, projects, and kind of when did your life start taking a turn?
Really, when I decided at the age of 12, I joined a gang. So I started running the streets real heavy, trying to make a name for myself. Rose in the ranks fast, that comes with you living the street life, especially in a gang organization. Just doing what I wanted to do. Thought I knew everything.
Sure. Like every other kid.
Yeah. Mother couldn't tell me nothing, no matter how much she tried. Like my father used to tell me, a hard head make a soft behind.
Yeah.
Still didn't listen until one day, them handcuffs got snatched on me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And at that time, I still didn't listen.
Right. You were sharing with me at dinner that, it took you, 8 years? You did 8 years before you decided enough is enough?
I did 8 hard years. I'm talking about gas pedal to the floor, wide open, like I had a life sentence.
I mean, you were telling me there was crazy stories. And again, I don't want to dwell on negative because I know that's not where you're at now. But I mean, I want young people to understand that it's not glamorous, right?
Not at all.
I mean, it's you're doing hard time. 8 years and then what? 15? Is that what you did?
15 and 9.
I mean, it's insane to me. So what was it? Travis in his story, it was. He knew that it was time to change, and there was an old timer that kind of pulled him to the side and gave him some advice. What happened with you? What was it with you that said enough's enough?
Well, to be honest with you, I just woke up one morning and I felt different inside, and I was tired. It's like I was on repeat, and I was tired of living the same type of lifestyle. I was getting older, and I felt that it was time to put aside these childish ways. And then thinking for the future, if I want a wife and kids, that I want them to be putting up with my selfish ways and my childish ways and things that I was doing that I didn't grow up out of yet, mentally wise. So I decided to make a change and separate myself from that environment and from the people in that environment that continue to go down that wrong path.
Right. It's a very interesting story. So you straighten up, you get out. Like 7 months ago, 6 months ago, maybe 5. I don't know. It's been really recent, and you found full-time work. How difficult has it been to adjust? And I'm assuming it was difficult to find work. I don't know. I mean, there's a stigma associated with being locked up. I mean, was it difficult to find work? I mean, what's life been like for you since you got out?
I have no complaints. I've been blessed. That's a lie. It's not difficult to find work. It's all in what you want to do with yourself.
Right. So it kind of is what you make it, right?
It
is.
If
you go out with a positive attitude, start looking for work, and hustle, and bust your hind end, you probably gonna find some work.
It's all in what you want. Nowadays, all they want, employers, all they want you to do is be a hard worker and show up on time. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, like when I was running my business, man, I mean, like, people get hung up on you need a 2-year degree. I want people that are going to work hard to show up. Mm-hmm. That's way more important to me than a piece of paper. Piece of paper doesn't pay the bills. Piece of paper doesn't take care of customers. I want people that will show up and work and take care of my customers. So I get it. And with speaking with Travis, I know you said earlier today was your first day. I mean, is this something, I'm assuming from our conversations at dinner, you want to do this for a while, right? I mean, you want to affect young people and
until I can't no more. I'm loving it.
Yeah,
because I've seen the faces. Went to Conway High School, and a couple of the faces and the interactions with the younger kids, it was amazing, and it touched me because they were genuinely interested in what we had to say.
Yeah. So
I would love to continue to do this with Travis.
Good, man. I've been speaking for probably the last 3 years, maybe probably since I was 40. That senior citizen stuff. And I've been speaking for probably the last 3 years or something, and love it. And like I said with Travis, is at the end when kids come up, when everybody else leaves, and there's 2 or 3 of them that come up and start asking you for questions. And like I've gotten cards from students, and there was one young lady, I'll give you a quick story, and I feel like I don't deserve this stuff, but there was a young lady at a local school here. I'm doing a presentation, and I'm telling them a story about this other girl that I tried to mentor that wanted to be a makeup artist or whatever. It didn't work out. This young lady comes up to me and says, "I'd like to be a makeup artist, Mr. Johnson. Can you help me?" And I said, "Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave here. I'm going to go get a massage. They do makeup there. I'll ask them if they'll allow you to intern or shadow or just hang out or whatever." I do that. It goes through the massage person, the makeup person, to the manager. I get the okay. I go back through the guidance counselors at the school because I don't feel it's appropriate for me to be reaching out to a high school female. Mm-hmm. Go through guidance. I get a card from her at Christmas time that says, "Mr. Johnson, thank you so much for coming. You'll never know the impact," I believe it was, "that you had on my life." And I'm like, all I did was ask one person one question. That was it. I did the bare minimum. But maybe that was more than anybody else had ever done, I mean, so that stuff, like I said, I feel like I don't deserve it, but man, it makes you feel so
it's
good.
Priceless.
It makes you feel so good when you get that kind of stuff. I was speaking at an elementary school one year, I believe. Could have been middle school, maybe middle school. And it was a career day, and we're just talking or whatever. And when I go do career days, I don't talk about my business. My business was boring. It was 2-way radios, video surveillance, building police cars. So I talk about young people chasing their dreams. And I'm going around the room, and this one young lady's like, I'm like, what do you want to be? She's like, "I want to be a chef." And I'm like, gosh, if I was you right now at your age, chef, I'd be on YouTube learning how to cook, making videos, building this online resume or what have you. And I go to the next girl. I was like, "And what do you want to do?" And she's like, "I want to own a wolf sanctuary." And I'm like, whoa, I don't have anything for you there. And a month later or whatever, I get cards back from that class, and one of them was like, "Mr. Johnson, thank you for coming to our class. I promise I'll do my best to get a wolf sanctuary." And so I just posted that picture. But that kind of stuff right there, man, is like you said, it's priceless. I love doing it. I went and spoke a few weeks ago at a school, my daughter's school, about bullying. And I couldn't believe it. It was just the fifth graders, about 170 fifth graders. And I could not believe the kids that raised their hands when it come time to ask questions. And I was raised the same way you were. I'm assuming they means poor. And I've been bullied since I was in pre-K and this and that. And I mean, you're just giving these young people advice and they're really engaged. And I really enjoy talking to high schoolers because that's kind of where I started on my entrepreneurial journey or whatever. But just all of them, man. I don't care if they're second graders or 12th graders. They all need a little something else. So what you guys are doing, I love it, man. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot. It's selfless, which is a huge part in my world right now is selfless. And like we were talking earlier, you know, it's like Travis said, birds of a feather, man. I love running into meeting people. And hopefully one day all three of us are going to go speak at the same school. I think that'd be pretty cool, the different perspectives.
Totally. I would love that.
Yeah, I think it'd be a lot of fun, man.
I can arrange that.
Yeah, dude, anytime. I would love to. But yeah, man, whenever we can do that kind of stuff, I would love to do that. And I'm going to keep following you. So do you want people reaching out to you about speaking? Are they going through Travis and his website? I mean, where are we at with that? Or dude,
anything retaining to reaching out to Joshua Gill, you can reach me through Travis's website.
Okay. We'll put all that stuff
Travis
in the
Orange, Big Brother 101.
Yeah, we'll put all that stuff in the description too.
Okay.
Well, man, thank you. You know, we just met today. I'm super proud of what you guys are doing. It means a lot to me as a fellow mentor, a parent, a business owner, and all that stuff, to see people with different backgrounds going out and talking about don't make the same mistakes I made. You know, that's all we're trying to do, right? I talk about don't make the business mistakes I made or whatever, blowing money mistakes and that kind of stuff. And you guys are telling a different story of mistakes, which are probably way more important than the stories that I'm telling. Because, I mean, you guys lost part of your life, which is, I mean, at that point, you'd spent what? I mean, when you got out, you'd spent almost half your life behind bars.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
decade and a half.
That's crazy, man. So thank you for sharing with me. Thank you for sharing with our audience. I'd love to speak with you guys one day and love to have you back, and we'll do this again.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it.
You know it.